OG now have pick of their own. Picking up the Terrorblade is something that they do all the time.
Jerax is looking to kill, for example, mid one, and it could have happened. I saw mid one was getting pretty low, but he stabbed up. But Puppy decided to rotate bottom, which ended up in getting a kill. And S4 on top lane. Oh, what a nice play.
Keep himself alive. Jerax was in the right place at the right time. Well, makes it a little more painful. They will find a good angle on
Fly
the bottom lane. And this hero does not have a lot of armor. He
has nothing on him.
And he will be going down. No tail. Just gonna watch.
Are they baiting? They're just baiting, actually. But I think Farah might just die straight up. Well,
S4 is not that healthy right now.
Oh, nice silence. Oh, what a silence.
He's diving in with the phase boots, and they will gank the Bat Rider with Lifestealer.
Ain't that at all.
Oh, and now Fada, he teleported down to this bottom lane. He has that scythe. And Necrophos has a lot of magic damage. They'll miss the clap. They will land the shockwave, and they will definitely land the scythe. They'll nail the Terrorblade down to the floor. Fada, though, is going to be a little bit
mid lane
in the front lines. His Cask is going to be thrown out, but the Chen creeps buffering him so easily. They lift up Jerax out of his role, and Fada, 5 stacks of napalm, no big deal. You're not sure which one of them.
I mean, he thinks it's a Shen creep. Like, I mean, if he's on point, he can know that it's not. But I don't think he will know, yeah.
Oh, it's not.
He doesn't have mana for rage, he can't commit. Oh.
Oh, and now the Necrophos is going to get rolled in on. Firefly on the deck, and Necrophos heals Ghost Shroud, but has a close brush with death. Jerax is not looking too hot either, though. Is going to get lifted up by Yapzor. Sunstrike is going to be off the mark, but his rollout is kind of canceled as they box him in. He's got himself a hood. He's going to go for a pipe for the team. They're recognizing the heroes that are problematic right now. It's Resolution mostly. It will be pretty hard countered. They're going to roll in miss, but they do get the lasso off onto the Rubik, bring him down, but at what cost? Ace is going to tear into that Bat Rider. Now jump into Fada, who's just going to try to escape from No Tail and Jerax with the Ghost Shroud. Not really sure if that's going to work, as Resolution is still here to do that damage. LSA and the right clicks. They'll take him down, and they'll take down Ace. To the side, Puppy will try to TP. Look damage Invoker can do with a combo on the Lina. They will run into Fada first. He does grab his relic though, so even if he dies, not a big deal. He also has his hood. For the barrier with Hand of God. He will get death warded as well, and finally will go down. Conjure Image. Oh yeah, it's time to right click things as Rubik. They'll catch the Terrorblade out in a bad position with the rock, do a lot of damage to him, and Jerax right behind him. Jerax is gonna die to the dots. As
he got hit by EMP. He has no mana.
He got hit with the EMP, and now he can't actually sunder anything. Fly's going to try to keep him alive with that heal, but he's going to put himself at a lot of risk in doing so. No Tail is going to actually not get hit with that ice wall, but still he doesn't have any mana, so I don't see how he's going to get away from this one, especially when the Sunstrike doesn't even matter. Ace gets the kill.
Good for them. And another time,
Be grabbed by S4. The pipe is going to help him quite a bit as Fada does jump in right into the middle of things. Puppy will go down. Hand of God now off the table as Ace is going to try to gun for Fly, but doesn't actually have any true sight. Resolution taking quite a bit of damage from the Invoker as well. BKB, though, will be able to slip out and is in the back. It's Ace by himself getting picked off. There's the Ice Wall and the Laguna Blade stolen by Yapzor, which will kill off No Tail, and they'll also drop Fly, but at the cost of Fada. There's a Terrorblade, just illusions for right now. Fly's in a pretty vulnerable spot right now, and they will catch him with the Cold Snap. They do silence the Invoker, but it doesn't matter. He's super dead. Puppy's charging forward. And Fada is as well with the Ghost Shroud, slowing down a handful of heroes. Ace is going to pop out. S4 is going to force Staff out without using a lasso. And with the Tornado on him, he may just go down to that scythe now, onto the Terrorblade. Sunstrike there as well. Will not connect. It will be a forced buyback onto Fly, as from the high ground, he is going to do quite a bit of damage to this Death Warp. We can see now the difference that a Chen makes. With the Hand of God, will keep them all fairly healthy. Laguna Blade still stolen. Will end up killing off No Tail. Fada with the Ghost Shroud. Trying to slip out right now. Jerax, he is going to keep that magnetize on the enemies, but it's not doing quite enough with that Insight Aura. They'll try to go for the Lifestealer, but end up giving over another spell towards Yapzor. Resolution on the front lines. Oh, that dodge of the Laguna Blade from Yapzor. We said earlier, he's a above average Rubik player.
Way above the even like average for the top pros. Oh, what a reaction skills from mid one.
Sidesteps the LSA. Ice Wall, though, is off the mark. Yapzor will fix that as he throws Resolution right back in. There is no suicide. There's no BKB. There is only death for Resolution. The lasso, they'll bring him back.
They messed up.
Yeah, they don't quite have enough CC and damage there, so mid one's gonna survive and Fly.
Bottom lane.
Left behind by his allies. They all were on top lane partying. He was left alone at home. Feels bad.
Mid one can't TP.
Maybe catch the Rubik here. That's a self-fuels and a blink out. Now it's going to set up perfectly. This damage from Lina, though, is being mostly blocked by the auras from Puppey. They still will finally kill off the Rubik in the end. BKB and Resolution totally strong right now, but the Scythe will put a quick end to that Terror Blade. Resolution now the only one who's really doing damage, and with the nukes from the Chen will get kicked out by Jerax. Still is hit with that Cold Snap, but it looks like out of Radiance range. Fada's definitely thinking about it, but Resolution, BKB jump in, Scythe, no BKB available here. 100 seconds, Lina is dead, and Fada is gonna get lassoed, but his Aegis is gonna mean that they don't have to actually go and save him. They can let him die, at least for right now. And you have a BKB for a second life. They buy out on Resolution, and Fada may need some help here. The stuns are gonna land perfectly on the mark. BKB not used just yet. It's a little bit too late, as Fly with the damage will take him down, but now they have to deal with everyone else. Mid one is in the front lines right now, not where he wants to be. He's gonna get caught with the stuns and will be brought down, giving the gem over to OG. Rolling forward, looking for more. YapzOr is gonna reflect up. Pretty much everyone has a blink out of here. Maybe, no, can't quite get it out. Now they're on to the Life Stealer as well. They lift him up. Ace gonna try to TP out of here. Lasso's not available. They sunder him for damage. That timing was really what they want, but the Secret, they do want everything right now. They're gonna look for the Megas. Resolution with the LSA will land it onto Ace. Laguna Blade can do quite a bit of damage, but it will be stolen once again by YapzOr. Ace with the auras from Puppey will just take no damage from that Lina's right clicks. And he also has that AC, of course. He will be able to slip out to safety, provide a little more damage with that Assault Cuirass for his team to right-click down these buildings. Fada gonna jump right in the Scythe onto the No-Tail Terror Blade. They'll take him down with the Laguna Blade, perfectly layered onto him. He's down for 100 seconds. They may bring down Ace, they may not, but ultimately it doesn't even matter because Resolution, he's gonna have to kill himself as Jerax is gonna run off to the back side of the fight. He will survive, but his base will not. The game will be ended in favor of Secret.
Alchemist,
Okay, they're gonna go it. I think it's risky.
And we'll take quite a bit of damage here. They're going to try to turn around, but Puppey is only a Lich. They can't really do that much damage, especially going into such a tanky hero as Jakiro. He's going to level up the Frost Blast, trying to go for this first blood. They need to get it for this Lich's sake, and they will do so. Blink Dagger, a bottle. They're very different items there. He's going to maybe set up for Resolution. Another Dagger's going to be thrown out. Resolution gets straight TP out, and they will have just enough damage. YapzOr in mid one, sitting in the acid. Gotta watch out for this final Illuminate. YapzOr will dodge it mid one as well, will blink out. And look for Jerax instead of No-Tail. Definitely the easier hero here. Coil onto 2. Fada has got to watch himself because No-Tail does have an ultimate, but the Sonic Wave will cut through first. No-Tail is going to go Ghost Shroud. Scythe will not get the kill. It's just short. And with the Phase Bolt, they'll lose 2. Fada styling and
his farm a lot. And I do think this is the randomization that might win them the game.
Fly up towards top lane. He's going to get jump. Puppey in mid one, though. Not getting any lucky bounces with the Chain Frost. No, actually they will. At the very tail end, Puppey will be dropped by the dots. And now mid one has a blink.
Yeah, but they're kind of trying to punish Fata not having a blink. I think that's their plan. Oh, S4 going in deep. That's probably 1 kill on YapzOr.
Oh, they lift up the Lich before he's able to throw out the Chain Frost. Might still be able to get it off, but it's spending so much time in the air. We'll finally ditch it onto No-Tail, which will not be a Chain Frost, just a Frost. And that is going to be the team fight that we're looking for, as well as an Atos on the Necrophos. So a perfect item to deal with this Anti-Mage and that.
Oh, mid lane, Fly,
though, is going to get jumped by mid one. Sonic Wave is available here.
He has to commit it,
mid one is going to think about saving it. He's going to use another Scream instead. He will get
an Atos?
S4 right on his face. He still has a blink. He will not get down to the low ground, though. Mid one doesn't blink far enough. He will go down, and off to the side. Resolution comes and cleans up. Yeah, a little bit of a greedy play there from Secret. Earth Panda's the main Panda. No-Tail is going to be grouped up with said Panda. Both came with the Fade Bolt. Mid one does jump in onto No-Tail. Orb damage is enough. Chain Frost this time bouncing through pretty well back to S4 and this neutral camp. Mid one, though, is going to get torn to shreds by Resolution and Jerax. The Alchemist pulled in by the Coddle. Fada now has to try to make a desperate escape. He will orb.
Yeah, it's a nice play from Secret, but it's not gonna be enough if he keeps going YapzOr is playing very cocky. His team could back him up here, though.
He has a Yule Scepter.
Oh, self-stun.
Will be a little bit defensively used there to get rid of.
Oh, it's gonna make a rage 5-second cooldown.
An ultimate. 2 seconds only is the opening here for Secret, and they are going to jump in with Fada. Sonic Wave is here. Ace has also arrived. Sonic Wave, Ice Path's still stolen, but Resolution is still fine, although Ace is going to make this deal kill sealed. He'll get it with the Mana Void. Blink out before an Atos can land on him. Queen of Pain also going to get away from S4, but Puppey does not have that same luxury. They go in really, really deep and just get annihilated by this Illuminate. Because now Yapzor and Fada stuck in the side. Well, Yapzor actually not stuck, he just walks clean out, and Fada doesn't have the blink, but S4 actually going to jump forward for a little bit of action onto this Rubik. Steals just the clap. That's not going to do enough, and Fada's very low on mana. The Anti-Mage is returning. S4 no-tail very weak. No mana void to actually get the last hits. He's got to fight up against evasion, and now the split is out. Onto the Anti-Mage won't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, when it comes to defending, but Seeger are not really in a position to push either.
They're going to jump in, find themselves yet another Jakiro. Now, all these previous Jakiro kills were baits. Over to this bottom lane. Fada going to spin the creep wave. Hope for that backdoor protection to kick in. Not quite just yet. There is a creep wave nowhere nearby on this bottom lane for the Radiant. They just still have to stick around. They got to go all in. They're looking for Puppey, saving that full staff as long as he can. He will get scythed, but it's not actually going to kill him off. Chainfrost still bouncing between S4 and No-Tail. He needs to get the split off immediately, but with the Orchid will go down. Oh no, that was not the play. No-Tail now in a lot of trouble trying to get up to the high ground, but he doesn't have a Force Staff, so he just ran up against the wall. Ace is stuck in the base of the Radiant right now, up against the buyback from S4. He will be able to blink out, he will be able to make his escape. Fly, though, will not. If they drop the coil and get another one.
He has even more elusiveness than the other two. Oh, they're... Oh, Ace?
He's going to take a lot of damage here. Scythe won't quite kill. Illuminate, still not good enough. The stun duration, though, seemingly forever will kill off the Anti-Mage. Now chasing after Yapzor, can't juke this. You may...
Well, that's a gem as well.
Or... No, not going to happen. Either mid one in this lane or elsewhere. Fly will die to the Soul Burn. And they will commit to the Chain Frost over in this mid lane, try to thin the herd a little bit, but with the Ice Armor and only the Lich holding this, it will be the tower to fall. Still Quap is doing her job on the bottom lane, looking for racks.
Oh, No-Tail.
Or is kind of being hurt in the corner here, as is Resolution. Fada, though, is completely out of mana. They will get the jump in onto the Brewmaster. He has no split, there's no damage here, as the puck is kind of being kept out. But mid one will solo kill No-Tail in the meantime, as they're still fighting over this mid-racks. The Anti-Mage is up in 10 seconds. OG don't have enough
need to get out.
Power here. And nighttime is going to be coming very soon as well. The Brewmaster is hit with the Soul Burn. He's silenced. Pushback is going to give him some space. The split, though, is not going to come out in time. And now Anti-Mage is back. Pretty difficult. It does seem like No-Tail really is the only person to do it. Resolution.
Oh, Resolution.
On all his base damage, can't really afford to. He's going to jump in. Look at the Lich. The Glimmer Tape is going to keep him safe. They don't have any detection here. Ace is going to get Blinding Light pushed back. He's going to manage to style that off, though. And Chain Frost still bouncing through onto the next post. That'll be No-Tail down. He can't get the Scythe out. Resolution now on the run, as the Brewmaster is doing what he can to slow down this chase, but Resolution does not get enough help here. Alchemist does have a buyback. They will return. But the Brewlings, they are not in a great spot right now. They're chasing forward, looking for Jerax or at least Fada. And mid one, they are going to try to go for this Keeper of the Light. The damage is just enough. And where did S4 get off to? He is going to survive, it looks like. Just narrowly TP out.
Ace knows what to do.
Most of them at least will have buyback, but still secret. Now with a 26k gold lead above the Alchemist, are looking pretty darn unstoppable. They're going to try to make one last desperation fight, but mid one's taking literally no damage here from that Alchemist hit. They're going to get on top of Jerax, kill off the Coddle for good. He's down for a full minute, no buyback, and still they have the cheese, and still they have the Aegis. Mid one is not losing any HP here. He'll blink forward with the spell lifesteal, get right back up to full, and he's just going to continue this fight. Anti-Mage, where is he? He's going to jump right in, kill off S4. That's GG.
Yeah, what a performance on Secret. Really clean. Ace is definitely performing as a carry for them. You know, there's the game one where he played the Knights, that was not the most fun out of Knights I've seen. And here he has placed the total #1 role.